I believe I'm getting some sun on my face.
Yeah, you are a little bit.
All from the greenhouse.
All from the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't even know what we're talking about today.
we'll talk about planting tomorrow.
Is that what we're going to talk about?
We'll talk
Sounds
about
like a good
planting.
plan to me.
We'll talk about what's going on this week. We'll talk about paranormal or Bigfoot or something else in a little bit.
Okay.
We'll see. Give everybody a chance to get on. Right now, we got one person just looking at us. Oh,
That would be you.
That'd be me.
Pat.
Hey, Pat.
That's our first. Miss Pat made it on.
Good to see you. We hadn't seen you in a few weeks. Good to see you back with us. Hope everything's going good. Joe told me he finally got retired. So
that means more vacations.
That means y'all need to get ready to come up this way one weekend or something.
That's right.
Might be a little noisy with the insects, but
a lot noisy.
Yeah.
A lot noisy.
But anyway, did you have a good day at work?
It was busy. Miss Pat said she'd been busy.
I figured y'all had. It's that time of year, all of us are busy. Yard work, gardens, trying to fix things since the weather's kind of finally trying to break. And so, completely understand. And,
she said that Joe's coming on now as well.
Okay, good.
And Flat Rock's there.
Hey, Flat Rock.
And Misty has made her appearance, guys. So.
Okay.
No, this one.
I know, I see her.
Yeah.
I said okay.
Not Misty, the other one, but this one.
All right.
There's Joe. And where's Sister?
Over here in the floor taking a nap, so I don't know.
Sister taking a nap? Oh, you've had her running today, haven't you?
Yeah.
You didn't have her taking a nap with you like normal.
Yeah, we went take
puppy.
care of some bills, and
she knows we talking about her.
Went and got tags.
Janelle's here.
Hey Janelle, how's it going? So, hope everybody's doing all right today. It's a pretty day here in Alabama. It's been warm, a little windy, but it ain't been too hot.
No, not too hot.
Morning wasn't too bad when I got here. It's been
Spencer's
cooler.
on. He says, hey.
Hey, Spencer. How's it going? Good to see you, brother. Good to see everybody tonight.
Spencer's not cooking?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
Spencer's on. He's not cooking?
He might not get to stay long.
He might not.
So we've been a busy week here. We've had a little rain, but we've been I've broke land, chiseled land.
Joe's cooking pork chops.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And then I took the tiller
on the tractor
through the 4 gardens, what I call the garden spots, not the big
Spencer
field.
says he is cooking, just not busy yet.
So they are ready to plant.
And I'm going to be planting tomorrow. Did you run the tiller through my garden again?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Again? What's not covered in plastic already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's surprising that wasn't much of a rain that came through here Thursday night.
It was not.
But we got enough moisture in the ground.
Spencer cooked chops. Got it.
So we got enough moisture in the ground. If I get some stuff in the ground tomorrow evening,
yeah,
we should have stuff.
I know I will be planting that ambrosia cantaloupe tomorrow.
We probably need to get them tomatoes in the ground.
We really do need to.
So I may
and the peppers and stuff I have.
You know which holes you're going to put them in? Well, you want me to drill them tomorrow before you get home?
What I'd rather you do is put up my thing.
Put up your thing.
Trellis.
Well, after the live, you might have to go show me which place you're going to put it.
Yeah, just make me a row of trellis.
Yeah. If I get through with all my stuff.
Yeah. If not, I'll be doing it.
'Cause I plan on getting the evergreen in the ground. And I may go ahead and over in the big field, other field, go ahead and get some peas in the ground. Have some early peas coming. Lay off some cantaloupe rows over there.
You got anywhere for Uncle Mac's peas this year?
I don't know. I don't know where to put them. They get so bushy.
They do, and they run.
Yeah.
Them suckers run like I ain't never
Yeah.
seen a pea run.
I might could put them back over there.
You could.
Put them back over there. I got enough seed to plant about 4 rows. I can put them back over there and
Mm-hmm.
put cantaloupes and put some red meat and watermelon over there or something.
Ooh, Flat Rock is frying up some catfish and hush puppies.
Sounds good.
I'm heading your way for the hush
Hush
puppies.
puppy. I don't say you don't eat fish.
And Joe's having shrimp and salad.
Sounds good.
Joe can keep his shrimp and salad.
Sounds good to me.
He sounds good to me too, but shrimp don't like me.
That's right. They're having some bunch of shrimp fest
Mm-hmm.
down on the coast this weekend. I've seen that. Florida and Alabama. And I imagine it must be I know that I got invited to a crawfish boil that tomorrow night, but I'll be at work. And you,
Oh, that's right. You're going to work tomorrow.
yeah, go in and catch
I
up these
forgot.
PMs that nobody else wants to do.
I forgot about that.
Got a bunch of young boys don't want to work no more.
Nobody wants to work, Mark. We were having that discussion when I was leaving today, and how some of that problem's about to be handled.
Yeah, I hope so.
Me
So,
too.
they're talking about making it mandatory for us to start working some
We
weekends.
apparently got into a lot of trouble
Mm.
Wednesday with the walkthrough.
Well, sometimes you need something to break the ice.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's fixing to change for sure.
So how has everybody been doing this week? I know most areas have been pretty decent. I know there was a few areas the weather got a little rough this week.
Yep.
And I think most overall, everybody's had kind of some pretty weather too. I know it's been some cool nights. I know we got down to 40. Was it Tuesday night or Wednesday night? One of them nights
One of
it got
them
down
nights.
in 40. And I don't know I know somewhere places they're talking about it went down in the 30s up in Tennessee.
Really?
Upper 30s, yeah.
I know
Remember
it's
that
gonna
guy
be 40.
saying about his little frost
Oh yeah.
right outside of Nashville?
I know we're gonna be in the 40s again next week.
Yeah,
I
we're going to have
think.
a couple of nights in the 40s and 50s.
Pat's working in the yard. Weather's headed here tomorrow. Yeah, I saw ugly weather's coming again.
Yeah, they'll be coming in here for us Sunday morning. Look like about 2 a.m. to about 8 a.m.
Janelle says cool and rainy, but very nice today.
Well,
Yeah, we it's a little warm for us. I don't know how it was outside, but inside it was a little warm. So
it was comfortable outside today.
yeah, I was in the
Even
greenhouse
if you was
all
in
day.
the sun, it wasn't too bad because that breeze was
Mhm.
steadily blowing.
Yeah, I didn't get the breeze.
Yeah, it was kind of
That's
nice.
the downside of my job.
I got on a tractor and went through the gardens with the tillers again, and it was nice.
Panama City got hit with tornadoes yesterday.
Mhm. Yeah, I did see something about it. Got a little rough down there in Florida. So, but Pat Rance didn't say nothing about it. But now he's down toward Ocala, so he may not got as bad down that way.
Right.
So, but
To cut that nail.
yeah, tomorrow I think I'm gonna try to get the evergreen, which is a sweet heirloom corn in the ground. Some peas.
I'm gonna get that cantaloupe in the ground and some
Those
cucumbers.
tomatoes, yeah. And maybe get some squash in the ground the next day or two. It'll be next week before I get to Jimmy Red, and because I think once this rain comes through, all next week's pretty. So I'll probably get up in the afternoons and work on the big field, start planting corn and watermelons, and,
Right.
and then we'll have to wait till about the 1st of June for the pumpkins.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
Are we gonna wait for that long for the Cherokee tans too?
we need to look and see what their maturity date.
Well, my question is do we care if they come off at Halloween.
No, because I don't know.
Those are eating pumpkin, right?
Yeah, but you might sell a few,
Maybe.
if you had enough. Now, where we gonna plant the tobacco at?
I hadn't even thought about that.
I don't know if they need to be planted with tomatoes and stuff.
I don't either. Probably not.
Is that what we plant over yonder next to the
We
pink
need to
building?
see what it needs.
Yeah, most places I've seen is always growed on a hillside on red land.
I need to look it up and see what it needs.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up. 'Cause we need.
Because if I need to have it started from seed before we plant it,
Yeah, because most people set it out.
that's what I was thinking. Most of that was grown from transplants, and I didn't start the seeds.
So we'll have to look at it. Yeah, we're gonna grow a little
Spencer is
tobacco.
leaving us. No.
Huh?
Oh, he says, oh, dang, I already planted my corn and squash and watermelon. That's fine.
What's that? Who said that?
Spencer, he's already planted his corn and squash and watermelon. If you can get it going, get it going. The pumpkins is what we're discussing, really. Because the pumpkins, if we plant them too early, they'll be
Coming
ready in
off too
August
early.
again. That's what we did last year. All our pumpkins were ready in August.
Most everybody should be able to plant anything they want to plant now. I would
Mhm.
think. I mean, I think you should be able to go ahead and get your okra and peas in the ground. They may be a little slow.
Janelle's going by the almanac.
They may be a little slow
Mm-hmm.
getting off.
Misty made it.
Hey, Misty. You should be able to plant about anything now you want to plant. Just still keep an eye on the weather.
Yep.
Because, we can have a blackberry winter. And I have seen frost in May before in Alabama, in central Alabama.
Just be ready to cover it up real fast.
And you may have to cover some stuff. And some stuff can take a little frost and it not hurt it too bad.
And
Along
the further north you are is where you have to worry.
Yeah.
Down here, we might get a frost, but we won't get no freeze.
Yeah.
So
anything you want to plant, you should be good to go now. You could even probably go ahead and get okra in the ground.
I think I saw where one of my friends got snow still.
Well, out west, they are getting snow still,
She's
like
up
in
north.
Montana. And
Yeah, I was gonna say she's Canada, and one's in Montana,
some of them don't
and
have
they still
about
getting snow.
Huh?
So and they still getting snow.
Yep, some places up there,
Mhm.
they don't have like a 2-month summer. And it's back cool again. They still have cool mornings sometimes up there. So, yeah, anything right now.
Oh, Spencer planted the pumpkins too.
Well,
You'll have them in August.
Look at your maturity date on them. You
Yeah.
might get lucky.
Probably not. They're gonna come off in August.
Yeah.
Because we planted them in May last year.
But now they may be slow growing because of cool weather. So he might get lucky.
They still gonna come off in August.
You'll be all right, Spencer. You can always,
Pumpkins in August is good.
you can always wait till about the 1st of June and throw you a couple more in the ground. or something.
Exactly.
That way, if you want jack-o'-lanterns for the girls and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, always look at the maturity dates on your seeds. If it's 90 days, that's 3 months from time you plant it to the time you can harvest. So,
Yeah.
And most of your pumpkins are 90 days.
That are over.
Most of your pumpkins are 90 days. That's where we went wrong, is you went by 120 days.
Well, some of the old varieties were 120 days. So,
It's very hard to get them varieties anymore, though.
that's true.
So, do we have a pea sheller? We do not.
That is something I'm thinking about. I do have access to pea shellers. One of the produce places, well, 2 of the produce
Danny's
places.
don't have it no more.
Who was that bought that?
Was it the Simply Fresh Market or was it Ronnie?
Well, Ronnie's already got one, but I think
Okay.
he was trying to buy that one. And then,
The other girl got
then
it.
4 Mile Creek's got one.
Oh, 4 Mile has one too?
Yeah,
That's good.
he has a big tumbler. And I thought about buying us one of the small ones, but I can just go over there and pay them a little money. I
Mhm.
think they'll do however much you can fill that machine up. I think one of them said they could hold 5 bushels at a whack, and they'll charge $5. So, I mean, yeah, I lose.
Janelle's bringing one when she comes.
We lose a little. You lose a little.
Becca's not crushing your hopes. You're going to have tons of pumpkins early.
What now?
Spencer said I was crushing his hopes.
Oh
No,
no, you're
you're going to have
probably-
tons of pumpkins
Look,
early.
just when they do start getting ripe, man, they're pretty early. You might want to go ahead and cut them and leave a stem on them about that long. When you
Yes.
cut them and get them where moisture can
Yep.
get under them. In other words,
And they'll last.
they'll last for a good while.
We had pumpkins on the steps till November.
Yeah.
From August.
Yeah, and I finally started throwing them to the
Mhm.
chickens. So, yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Almost at Christmas, I think, actually, wasn't it?
And ain't there something you can spray on them and even make some preserve longer?
Probably, but I don't know. I
thought-
had never looked into
I
all
thought
that.
I heard something about there's something you could spray on them, make them last even longer.
I hadn't looked into all that, so
But all it does is I think
probably a
makes-
varnish.
I think it protects it from moisture.
It just seals it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
But what is it? I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I heard them talking about it somewhere, but so yeah, tomorrow we'll get evergreen in the ground.
Just early. That's right.
Some of the cantaloupes, the tomatoes, and we'll have to figure out about the tobacco, some peas.
If
and
anybody
later-
has tobacco tips, feel free to share.
Yep.
Because we're gonna
that's
plant a
one
little
crop
bit.
I've never grew.
We're gonna plant a little bit, unless we're too late, and then we'll stick the seed in the freezer and save it for next year.
And
Y'all
I think
know that's what you need to do with seed, right? When you don't use it, put it in the freezer for next year,
that, or you can put it in a jar and put a mothball in with it. You know.
outside of the freezer.
We didn't freeze everything. A lot of times we'd put corn and peas in gallon jars.
Yeah.
Daddy'd put some mothballs in them. We've done that with beans. Most time he'd put like okra seed in there because he'd want it to sprout. Look, yeah,
Right.
being cold, make it sweat when you plant it in the ground, and then make it sprout quicker. So, and I got to figure out about the sorghum, the one for the syrups. It likes heat, so
So what you got to figure out?
well, that'll probably be one of the last things I plant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it came off early too, didn't it?
Well, no, that was grain sorghum.
Oh,
We're talking about the syrup sorghum. We're talking about
don't it head out too?
yeah, the head out.
Don't you harvest it when it heads out?
Mm.
Oh, you harvest it before it heads.
You harvest it right before a frost or a freeze because you want it to make more and more juice. You want that thing full of juice.
Isn't that when the heads will be there?
Yeah, but they don't really put their heads out as quickly as the like the grain sorghum. But yeah, you'll let it sit there because you kind of got to time it because you want more.
Because
And
I
more.
was thinking, well, we need seed for next year, so
Well,
it won't produce true because other hybrids anyway, aren't they?
what
Mark
that is?
D has made it on.
The MS-81.
Yeah.
You sure it's a hybrid?
No, I'm not. But you got it from a university, so.
Huh.
No, I'm not sure. Jim Saturday, hey.
Hey, Mr. Saturday, I need to talk to you.
Yes, you do. They got a very nice encounter.
Yeah, we need to sit down and talk with you.
Oh, cool. Pat has Orioles. Yeah, Mr. Saturday is our neighbor, guys. One of our neighbors.
Mr. Mark D's on.
I said that.
I didn't hear you. Well, hello to everybody that I hadn't seen this guy on. I've been sitting here talking, not paying attention to what's going on in the chat.
But I have. I've been telling you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you when they're talking to each other.
Yeah.
But I tell you when they do open-ended stuff.
So, let's see. We
We
got,
done had Squirrel and Spencer going.
huh?
We done had Squirrel and Spencer going.
Yeah. So, we got, May is going to be pretty busy. Of course, at the end of May, I got to go up for my son's graduation in Ohio. And supposed to go on that dog man hunt with Jonathan and them and Talladega National Forest. I think that's May 13th.
That's one during the week, isn't it? Or
No,
something?
it's on Saturday night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
If it was during the week, I could have went.
Yeah, he's gonna have a base camp. Then he's gonna have some people go up in the woods. I'll have them with
We
radios.
will tell you, Miss Janelle, when to plant your peas.
You can go ahead probably now, Janelle, especially where you're at. You can probably go ahead and get your peas in the ground.
If that ground is warm, just go ahead.
Yeah, because she's down almost on Louisiana border.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You can go ahead and plant your peas. That's what I was saying. You pretty much plant anything now. I think you'll be okay. I mean, May 1st is Monday. Our last frost date's usually the 15th of April.
Misty said, be careful on that trip.
Yeah, I will. I've been in that area before. And I know something's in that
Joe
area.
said, what you going to do if you catch one?
I don't know what I'm going to do with him.
Oh, she has no room for peas.
Oh,
She's talking about ours.
Oh.
She just wants to know when we plant
Well,
ours.
I'm going to plant them in stages. I'm going to probably get some tomorrow planted.
Oh, Flat Rock's going to that hunt with Jonathan.
Oh, you coming up Flat Rock? Cool. Cool. Yeah, well, that
'Cause
place,
she wants to know when we plant them so she can come help me.
plant them?
No,
You talking
pick
about
them,
pick them and put them
shell
up?
them, and put them up. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll
You know,
probably
I ain't planning a lot for this year.
we'll probably have a Saturday we do some canning.
Oh, we will.
Well, you may have to put in for work.
I was going to
off work.
say, because I work
Well,
Saturdays.
Well, you may have to tell that dude you're gonna need to be off that Saturday and Sunday or something.
Bring a big dog box.
Bring a big dog box.
That's what Joe said for your trip.
We're gonna see what happens. There is reports from this area of people seeing something that's wolf-like on two legs. It could be a booger that's deformed or something. But then again, it might be what that other thing is. And they found some tracks in that area that's been weird tracks. Kind of not normal looking for a Bigfoot. So it's not far from an old cemetery
Oh, cool.
that is supposed to be very haunted.
I need to go there.
Nobody likes hunting around that area because they get growled at and they say you hear stuff all the time. I've been in that area a couple times. It's just kind of pretty good piece for me to go. Oh, I mean, it ain't that far, but it's up toward the Cheehaw side.
Let's see.
So it's in the woods
Rebecca,
too.
I will send you a message. I talked to a friend of mine and she was telling me stuff she was picking up on about the trip we all went on. She was talking about, oh, nice. She was talking about a little girl.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
that's
Well,
cool. Send me that message.
I like to hear that because that validates things even more.
I really like hearing that because I do doubt myself a lot. And when I hear something like that, it kind of validates that I actually ain't crazy.
Well, all of us
And
is
an
crazy,
old man.
baby, according to the
And
normal
Debbie
people.
and I thought I smelled a cigar too.
Smelled the what?
A cigar. Sweet cigar.
I never did smell that, but I did smell the urine smell a bunch of times.
Yeah, everybody smelled that urine smell.
Shoot, Spencer, you supposed to have more dog men than we got up there in Virginia and West Virginia. On that North Carolina line, all up in there and toward where Misty's at. That's where they're supposed to be. So I don't know.
7 reported sightings in 2 months is what Jonathan's page says.
Yeah, I knew it was a good many, and then there was somebody else besides Jonathan that's been getting reports. So I can't remember who that is right off bat. We'll see.
No, I'm sorry you have to see the cat clean itself.
We'll see. I mean,
If I push it on the floor, it'll just hop back up.
now I want to get back down to Paint Creek with Keith, and because he heard a lot of.
Is that where we were? when
where
the
we went that night, but
yeah.
we couldn't really film
'Cause the wind was so big.
howling.
Yeah.
And that's a very desolate place. It's kind of like where we went, Daniel Boone.
I liked going there. That was nice.
It's out there, down there in Coosa County. And this place in Talladega National Forest we go, we ain't close to nobody's house. Probably closest people about like Daniel Boone, 7-8 miles away from the campground from where we're gonna be at the bridge.
Spencer says no, they're all in Kentucky. Misty says they have a Paint Creek there.
Yeah, we got a Paint Creek here. It's the
And
last.
Joe says Flat Rock, I think. How was Florida?
So. Did anybody go down to that Florida conference?
There was a Florida conference?
Yeah, they had it down there. Yeah, David Pilates there, and there's a bunch of big shots there. I shouldn't have said big shot. That's kind of a bad way.
Not really. Oh, that's where Connor went, isn't it?
Yeah, we keep seeing Connor putting stuff on. He went down there, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Because he had a picture with the
I didn't
David
know
dude.
Flat Rock went down there or not.
Let's see. Did somebody bring up cigars? I can weigh in on that. No shine, Joe. Not me anyway. Hey, shine's, something. Peach is good. Flat Rock did. Connor, Debbie and I smelt cigars at the graveyard. Joe, what flavor you want? I think that's shine. Peach, plain peach.
Spencer, if we do
Not
grow
peach
this
cobbler.
tobacco, I think this is cigar tobacco we're growing. If
I think
remember
so,
correctly.
too.
So I'll try to save you some of it. Maybe you can.
God, my nose is itching
My
from the
uncle
cat
used
hair.
to grow tobacco, and his was a cigar tobacco because I remember him rolling it. And I remember him smoking that stuff, and that stuff about gag a maggot. It was so strong.
Spencer making cigars.
Well, he might want to make some
He
out of
might.
it. I had to figure out how to cure it. I know you got to hang it up for so long. I'll figure all that out. But,
Yeah, smoking them and making them's two different things.
well,
Spencer probably making them.
my uncle used to. I remember him rolling them, and I remember he had them hang up for a long time. He had them out there in a shed, kind of an open shed.
Banana pudding?
Banana pudding.
Oh, I can imagine it would. If I had known there was some banana pudding shine, I might would have tried some of that. I might would have slept.
Yeah, so Flat Rock did go down there.
Yes.
Yeah, what David Pilates and Jeff Meldrum get into. I heard something about that.
Wow. About Melba DNA study. And Jeff Meldrum lost. He had to agree with the study.
Is that the one where the DNA is showing up as half human and half no? We don't know what it is. A lot of people speculate it's fallen angel DNA, but we don't know because none of us got nothing to base it off of. Is that what they're talking about? Flat Rock. I think that's what they're talking about.
He said yes.
Yeah. I heard she had started that back up. They're testing Dog Man now. They done got some results from it showing half human, part canine, and something else. They don't know what it is. So
I wonder if that something else is related to the other something else.
could very well be. I've been listening. What is that? Timothy?
Some of it on Chris Connor's channel.
Timothy, what's that guy's last name? Oh Lord, it's got to start with an A. It's kind
That
of
was the people we were talking about this morning
Yeah, remember I was
that you were
watching.
sleeping through.
Yeah, that I slept through. He brings up some stuff that I kind of agree with, and that was very interesting. Talking about the aliens that that the government did disclose and what they are. Some of them could be the good aliens, which is the good angels, another word for what he's trying to say. And the other one's probably the bad ones. But also he says there's another one that we may have to deal with. Which we know something's coming this way. You know, NASA and all them looking at it, you know, slowly moving this way. They think it come by the earth back before the flood. Let's put it that way. And it got a lot of things stirred up.
What they don't tell people is that there were 2 DNA studies before Melba's, and all 3 turned out the same.
Okay. Who said that?
Flat Rock.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard even some of the skeptical people that were giving her fits went and done their own studies, and they came up with the same results. They keep hollering that it was contaminated with human, but if you keep popping up something, you know, I don't know. Some of that stuff gets a little above my head, but you know how they do all that stuff. But
What about this picture? What picture?
I ain't heard nothing about no pictures
Hadn't heard nothing about a picture either.
that I know of. I don't know.
Now my phone's going off.
Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Misty, on the picture.
Of course, it's my work again.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about a picture.
She may be talking to some of them in there. She may be talking to some of them in there or something. I don't know.
She said
Yeah.
she's slow typing back.
I'll tell you somebody y'all need to go check out.
Is that not what the dog looking thing was? A picture?
Oh,
I'm not sure what y'all are talking about now.
oh.
I know they're going on a dog man trip with
She
Jonathan.
may be discussing something in there.
And
with
then
everybody.
I don't know what you're. Then they were talking about the David Pilates and Jeff
Meldrum.
Meldrum got into a fight about a DNA study. So
The name of the lady that's been doing the studies.
I was washing the truck and listening. Thought Mark mentioned a picture when he was talking about the trip. Never mind. Going to eat. Catch the rest later. Enjoy your dinner. That's Spencer leaving us as always.
Okay.
Food calls. I don't know what picture we're talking about.
Take care, Spencer. I'll talk with you later, bro. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know.
I'm lost too now.
It's all right. We're good. We're good. I was trying to think
If it's
here.
crossed with handler. Okay, Joe said, isn't the DNA study so good that they can tell what human exactly if it's crossed with the handler?
Cross with the handler.
The DNA study, the handler of the DNA.
Oh, yeah, they can do that. Yeah.
They just don't.
I don't think they were contaminated. I think that's what they're hitting.
Yeah.
I think they were pretty careful what they were doing
Mm-hmm.
because Scott Carpenter was involved in that, and there was a few other different Bigfoot
Yep.
people that were sending in hair, and they were doing some other things, and they even said the hair follicles, you know, are 10 times different than, you know, a human and or any animal they know of, and every time it hit, it would come back. The human would be from a human woman. The father side is the one that kept coming up. You
That's
don't know what it
something else.
is. So, of course, we wouldn't have angel DNA that I know of, but that's what I was talking about. That Timothy guy. Man, what is his last name?
She said maybe that's what she thought. Someone had a picture of a crossbreed. Now she's caught up. She
Okay.
thought there was a picture out that she hadn't seen. And Joe says DNA is a very general statement.
Well, that's true.
It's very general, yeah.
But they know that every time they've been testing it, the human side goes toward the mother, and the other side, the father side, they just don't know what it is. There's not nothing that has known DNA on Earth that they know of. That kind of goes with my theory, kind of on the way I lean a little bit, but don't mean it's factual.
Right.
Just means that's kind of the way I kind of lean toward. But you know, and that's we'll save that for another day for a big discussion. Because that can get off of deep, and
Mm-hmm.
we don't know if we all want to get into that tonight. But I do need to sit down and really talk about that one day on one of the fireside chats or something.
Yes.
I really do need to go off in that deep rabbit hole and talk about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean it's true. Just means that's kind of the way I lean. But doesn't mean I don't take in anybody else's either, because I'll listen to what other people got to say.
Right.
But with the government popping up with the alien thing, disclosing some of that, and some other things that's been going on in the world, just kind of made me start looking that way a little more. So, especially since these boogers sometimes show up around where UFOs are showing up, it just makes me wonder. But not saying they're aliens either. I'm just saying they connected somehow.
That'd be a great topic, Blue Eyed says.
Yeah.
Misty says, yes, you should definitely share your thoughts on all of it. Mark D says, I agree.
Yeah.
Flat Rock, it got real deep at Florida conference. It was well worth it to see Jeff Meldrum bend a knee to the study.
Well, I'm going to say this. I think we're going to see more and more stuff come to light over the next few years concerning UFOs. And I think we're going to see one day the Bigfoot thing finally come out. It's coming.
Yep.
They can only deny it so long. And these other things that's running around, can only deny it so long. And they're going to have to come forward with it a little bit, because I think there's going to be some things happen where they ain't got no choice but to bring it forward. But we'll see. Time will tell, and we'll see what happens. Do need to. I think we had another neighbor see something, and I've got to be able to talk to the other neighbor.
And they actually saw something.
On all fours, on my understandings. So I've got to sit down and talk with them and go over there. So hopefully, I can get that going in the next few days. Of course, me and Keith got to get together and go back to Paint Creek. Plus, I'll probably get to be up on Creepy Mountain some next weekend, a little bit. And plus, next Saturday night, not this Saturday night, but next Saturday night is our campfire here at the house. So y'all all remember that.
Yep.
I know a lot of you is a long way off, but if you're welcome to come, we got spare bedrooms. We got places you can throw tents
Tons
up.
of places to put a tent or a camper.
Or camper.
Not tons of places for a camper, but we got places for a couple campers.
And she does have to work.
But I'll come strolling in like I did last time.
Yeah, she usually gets home a little after 6. And that's about what time everybody starts getting here anyway. But y'all welcome to come sit around the campfire. If you don't want to drive home, even if you're an hour away and you don't want to drive home, you want to throw a tent up, or like I said, I got a spare bedroom. I can come up with an air mattress, throw it here in the living room. I got a couple of cots. We got a couple of cots. So
Yep.
we got plenty of places people sleep. So we really need to take that little apartment out there
And clean it up.
and clean up one and have that as a little spare too.
We do. We've said that before.
I need to get that bathroom back working.
That
Oh,
sister may go off, guys. We got people walking down the road.
Easy.
So
It's all right.
wish we weren't so far. Need to finish yard work before it gets too hot. Yeah, it's already getting hot.
Well, I have the June one too. So
We do it on the first weekend of every month. So
unless something
unless something coincides with it.
coincides with that kind of now the only time did we do July last year because I was on shutdown. I don't think we done July
I don't think we did either.
because I was on a maintenance shutdown
Yep,
at work.
because you weren't here. And I don't like doing them without you.
So July we probably won't be able to do one.
Right. Unless we do it at the other weekend.
Well,
Which let me
well,
look at you.
I won't be able to do it the weekend of or the weekend after because we'll be on a 7-day shutdown.
Yeah, Saturday. Oh, wait a minute. That's April.
Go look at July, baby.
Saturday is the 1st. So the 4th will be a Tuesday. And you will be working on the 8th.
Yeah, that'll probably work us all the way through. I done heard it's mandatory.
Okay. Well, if it's not,
Unless they want to save on overtime.
yeah, if it's not, we'll have it on the 8th.
And it might be where I just have to still leave for work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We'll figure it out. We keep it simple. Some of y'all have been here. We keep it simple.
We provide tea, sweet and unsweet. We provide water. We provide coffee.
Usually the
That's
hot
really
dogs.
it.
Yeah. And the hot dogs.
And the hot dogs. We provide the buns and stuff to make a hot dog with. But that's really it because it's not about a big meal. It's about getting together and
socializing,
communicating, fellowship, and all the different words you can put to that. It's meant to be a nice chillaxing event.
Yeah.
That's the word, right? Chillaxing.
Yeah.
We don't have everything ready when you get here. You have to put your own hot dog on a stick and cook it over the fire yourself. So don't feel like you got to wait until everything's ready to eat.
Yeah.
So, because we did have somebody do that once. They got here and was waiting for the food to get ready, and they didn't realize all they had to do was put a hot dog on a stick and cook it.
We try to keep it simple. Just keep it simple. And if you want to bring something, that is fine.
And if you bring sweets, take it home with you. Just say, take it home with you. Yeah. Because we end up getting a lot of sweets left, and we try not to eat a lot of sweets. So, yeah.
Also, before I forget, this time of year to fertilize your fruit trees.
Yes.
So,
Let's see.
And also, you're getting in the time of year you don't need to trim nothing now.
Janelle's going to Falk tomorrow for
True.
Keith and William Lunsford activities.
Yeah, I seen something about that.
Keith Crabtree, that is.
I wish that wasn't so far away. That's 8
Yeah.
hours for us.
It's a long drive.
I'm hoping we can get over that way this fall.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to get with Greg House and try to come up with a date for somewhere around Bankhead.
Y'all running out of time if you're going to do it in spring.
Well, we maybe have to do a fall one, but
Mhm.
I got to see also, I think the Beast Group's
It's
going to
about
have
to
a
get hot.
meet and greet sometime in the fall too.
Mhm.
I think they're talking about somewhere in Arkansas. So we got to kind of watch how we do dates.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd love to go back out and see Janelle and Lori and them too,
Mm-hmm.
which they might be able to come to that one in Arkansas
Mhm.
since that's not far for.
Right.
So we'll see. I seen where Lauren is camping this weekend on Facebook. I seen that a while ago. So maybe she'll have some activity. It's getting that time of year with the bugs.
Start outnumbering.
Well, you get where you can't hear between them and the bullfrogs and the foliage. Gets pretty thick. It's just hard to see stuff and hard to tell what's really going on.
Right.
Plus, the lightning bugs are going crazy. It's hard to tell eye shine sometimes.
Right.
And the thermals just won't go through the foliage that well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that time of year, getting in that time of year where it's hard to tell. June, July, boy, it's just, and August, just. Now, we had activity on the Hunt Club. And we had
Just can't
activity
hardly hear
here. We just can't pinpoint it as well. And I'll tell you something, if y'all get a chance, purchase you a pair of hunter ears. They make a lot of difference. I'm probably going to have to get me a new pair. Mine, they're old. My kids bought them for me for Christmas way back yonder when they were real little. And I mean, they still work, but a lot of time it screams when you turn it on, and one side sometimes quits, and they're just getting old. But and I heard they got some that's a lot better now. They're a lot smaller, fitting your ear that the hunter ears got, and I heard they, do real well. So, and they even got one that's got a recorder built in on it.
That's nice.
That's not, but I think it's pretty darn expensive.
Probably.
And we got to order some recorders back since mine.
Yes, you do.
Disappeared. So,
yes, you do.
Because with the activity going on here with the neighbors, I'm wondering what's going on at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That we're missing.
Right.
So,
well, I'm not missing it.
Yeah.
I kind of am, but sister wakes me up.
Yeah.
With that loud, shrill, sharp bark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. Janelle, we're going to run up, but rain coming. Joe and I have a pair. Love them. Hunter ears.
Yes.
For us, I haven't looked. I don't know what.
Yeah, I like that Falk area. That's a beautiful area. I like those big cypress trees out there in that
Mark
Knox
D's
Bowl
been
Lakes.
curious about the hunter ears. He says, thanks for the info.
Yeah, they're very good. They got the muff type. They're good. They got some out now that are like little hearing aids. The only thing I don't like about hunter ears, the only thing I really noticed I didn't like about them is when you're wearing them. Sometimes it's hard to pinpoint the direction of the sound because it just brings it in so much. It's hard to pinpoint it.
Right.
But what I learned to do was turn one side off and just start kind of rotating and see if that sound started fading or if it started getting louder. Then I could pinpoint where I was at, which direction it was coming from. When we was up in Daniel Boone weekend before last, I think I know Misty and Mark and Eric and some of them were right on top of 2 owls with something going on in the middle of the 2 owls. Down at the truck, I wouldn't have never heard it if I hadn't had the hunter ears on. I would have never heard what they heard. But I sit there and listen to 2 owls going back and forth and something in the middle of it going mum, 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 just mumbling. And it done it 3 times that I caught it. And then when I was over at that cemetery, I heard those 2 howls, come from the east of us way back in there. And I think if I ain't had them hunter ears on, I wouldn't have heard it. I don't think I would have.
But didn't some other people say they did?
Well, I think Sherry said she heard it faint. And Donna, I think they both said they heard it faint. But see, it's about the same time all those coyotes got stirred up back toward camp
Right.
up on that big ridge, and it, but it was right after you. I mean, we ain't been there long.
Say, I went ahead and got in the truck because I was told.
That was at the cemetery where them two howls come from the east of us.
Not the little racket, though, right? I heard the howls.
Yeah.
Not the mumbling.
No, you using the truck.
Yeah, so I said that
Well,
happened
it
right
was
after
me
I got
and
on the
Debbie,
truck.
Bradney and
Mhm.
Ben, and
Because I got cold.
I think Sherry and Donna was still. All of us were standing there.
Yeah, I got cold.
Yeah, it got pretty chilly that night up there. It's a beautiful place up there. Beautiful place.
Mm-hmm.
Flat Rock said a researcher in North Georgia just recorded that mumble. Yeah, Janelle, that cemetery we filmed at. No, that was
No,
one
that
on the
wasn't
creek.
it.
It was a different cemetery where I heard the two vocals from the east of us.
We didn't do any footage at the cemetery. We heard the vocals at. It was the kids' cemetery that we heard the vocals at.
Yeah.
Showers and a bathroom, nice.
What now?
I was reading comments.
Are we talking about Falk now?
No. Yes.
Yeah, I think they
Yes.
got nice bathrooms at Falk now and all
Yes.
that stuff. I heard they had it real nice down there.
Yes. That's what they're saying. I'm still going for camper.
Yeah, that's something we're actually going to probably start getting close to fall and start really looking at.
That running joke.
And Bradley said it would probably be better to buy one toward fall.
Yeah.
And he said let everybody get through summer, then they'll probably get cheaper. Plus, with inflation going up, he said a lot of people start getting rid of stuff. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but that's what I have.
Right.
Plus, that give me a little time to save up a little extra money. So it looks like I'm gonna get to work a lot during the summer. Looks like it.
Yeah. Me too.
Probably more than I want to.
Flat Rock's going to PM you the link of the audio
Okay.
from the guy in Northwest Georgia.
Oh, I was
Wherever
gonna
it
say
was.
something too. I know Flat Rock probably watches Miss Bama, BF, but some of y'all who don't, y'all go watch her. She's back on YouTube a little bit, and I know she's down in South Alabama somewhere. I think I know where it is, but I'm not gonna say because I don't want to, come out and say somebody's research area. But Miss Bama gets some decent pictures. And has a good bit of action where she goes. And I think she's an older lady too. I think she's on up my age a little bit. Gets out and walks a lot. But she does need to be careful where she's walking. If it's a picture of something I seen,
Right.
she showed. I'm like, nah. But well, Flat Rock, go meet up with her. Seems like she's a very nice lady.
Mhm.
I don't think she's too far from
John
you either.
Kirkpatrick's on.
Hey, Mr. John, how you doing?
Kilpatrick, sorry. I can't read no more.
Yeah, she's got a YouTube. She's got a Facebook too. So any of y'all that's not on her stuff, go check her stuff out. And she's got some pretty neat stuff. Been meaning to say something about that. I think she gets on different groups. I see her pop up every now and then. She'll pop up in places. But I've watched some of her stuff, and she's right in the middle of it. There's no doubt about it. Right in the middle of it. I wish I could remember that other dude's name. I'll think of it here in a little bit. But if y'all want to get down the rabbit hole about on that side of the stuff. Anything else, babe?
No. No.
Yeah, we gotta go cut feathers.
Yeah. Yeah, we have chickens getting out of the fence. They're just hopping over it like it don't exist. So I got to go cut wings to that.
Gonna cut them off.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that you can catch.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be the problem.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of them we ain't gonna get. I'll tell you that now.
Oh, yeah, I know. Let's see. What size camper are we looking for? Small.
Probably something around the 19, 20 foot.
We need a bathroom, a bed, and an outlet.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it had a fridge and all that stuff too, but bathroom, bed, and an outlet for my electric blanket. That's my
That's kinda what-
requirements.
Only reason I want to stay a little smaller is where I can get into some of these campgrounds better. Because a lot of them are going to be primitive campgrounds, like up at Bankhead. The place we're talking about is the horse camp area. If that's where we end up doing it, and out like, which I know Falk's got a lot better. And where we was at a day, I think you would do better with a shorter one. I mean, you could get a big long one in there, but like down in Hollins, I think a shorter one does better.
Yeah.
And I was one
And
day
no pop-ups.
in Pine Glen. Yeah, I kind of want to stay away from the pop-ups.
No pop-ups.
My buddy Bradney had a pop-up, and he had a lot of problems with it leaking. He loved that camper,
Mm-hmm.
but it's had a lot of problems leaking. That's why he went ahead and
We
bought.
got 3 new babies too, Misty.
Huh?
Misty said she had a surprise this morning.
Oh, okay, good.
She walked out and had a hen with 5 new doodles. She says doodles, but she'd been hiding and they couldn't find her anywhere. And come out with 5 babies today. We got 3.
Flat Rock said he's thinking about getting a teardrop. And Mr. Kilpatrick said he's in a big camping
Mhm.
club. So.
He's got
Woo,
40
I
foot
don't
fifth
need no
wheel.
40-foot
no.
fifth wheel. Lord have mercy.
No.
And well, I know they said theirs is 21 and a half feet, I guess.
Something like
I
that.
guess that's what that is. Yeah, but biggest thing we want is just to have a place to sleep and, an inside bathroom. Because Misty can attest that was a pretty rough bathroom we had to use there at that campground.
And chiggers.
Yeah, well, yeah, chiggers.
Chiggers.
But just make in that way if it comes rain, because what happened was came that rain Sunday
And we
morning
leaked.
before daylight, and we had water in the tent with us.
Well, here's how the weekend went. So we get there. We have to unpack everything, set up everything, put half of it back in the truck because it's bear country, to which I'm going, camper, and we would have to do that. Then I crawl in the tent after finding the nice outhouse bathroom, oh, that was bad. To which I said, camper. I crawled in the tent and the air mattress went flat, to which I said, camper. And then, let's see, we had to pull everything back out the next morning, to which I said, camper. Had to wait on the fire to start if it had a stove in the camper. Yeah, camper.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to do it the rustic way too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And there's gonna be places we go.
It takes the coffee to make the coffee for you.
Oh yeah.
Me, I'm good. I like the coffee. You require the coffee. So stove would make coffee faster, and then the grouch would go away faster. So camper. And
I wasn't
then
grouchy. I was nice to everybody.
and then, like I said, we had to pull it all out and then put it back up again. Camper, less putting it back up, pulling it back out, etc., etc. And then the bathrooms again, camper. And then the air mattress went flat again. Yeah.
Yeah, we got so we
Yeah,
got to get a new
it
air
was
mattress.
bad. And then the tent leak.
But we had a good time.
And everybody walking around the next morning when the campground was waking up, the dog was hearing it. Camper. Camper. So I have a lot of little jabs in for camper, especially when we had to pack the wet tent and the wet blankets and the wet pillows and the wet air mattress that was on the floor. And it was a great time. I loved camping. I like camping. I do. But I am not a glamper, but the older I get, glamping sure does seem nice. Yeah. Let's see. Wouldn't mind to pop up. Miss Janelle says.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh man, the spiders and snakes that were in that bathroom just wasn't even funny. I never saw a snake, thank God, but I kept looking. But the spiders were awful.
I said, I've never seen a snake in there.
No, we didn't, but the way they could get in there was awful. And I had to keep looking in the toilet just to make sure there was no snake there.
Or a possum.
Oh. Yeah.
That's
bad.
what the old folks used to say about
that.
How you had chicken with possums.
It was bad. It was bad. That's all. It was bad.
Or big rats.
It was bad. It was just bad.
Oh, man. Oh, I agree that we need to probably get something like that. That way you get a good night's rest, too. But I had a good time. I enjoyed it. I mean, we do need to get us a better tent. That way, if we go somewhere we can't carry a camper, we got a better weatherproof tent.
Yeah.
And I like that one like Spencer got.
Trying to roll up off the floor.
Well, we just have to get a thicker air mattress. That would help.
Trying to roll up off the floor, yeah. That's fun.
Well, probably need to get one of those 18-inch ones or something.
Yeah. And, need to put it on a platform.
Well,
like I said,
that's more and more stuff you're trying to pile in the truck, though.
It is. But if it was a camper.
Yeah. Well, see, if you went up on Creepy Mountain, you wouldn't get a camper up there.
They do get campers up there.
Yeah, to the right there at the sign-in board, you might could get, now if you had something like that.
You got other ways you can get there.
What? No, you don't. You would rip a camper apart going down both of them roads.
You're just talking about camping at the lake, though.
Yeah.
We could camp elsewhere. The lake's overrated.
Well, that's where a lot of stuff happens.
It happens other places, too, though.
Well, I know. Oh, you camp out at the sign-in board and have a lot of stuff happen.
That's what I'm saying.
There's just as much stuff happen there about near the lake.
That's what I'm saying. And if we were
were
members of that other group,
don't live there, but
if that other group would let us have a riding membership, there's a way in with a camper too.
No, I done heard theirs.
Oh man,
just
there's
in bad
bad
shape. That whole place, that timber company won't come work nothing. Well, here comes Sister to say hello.
Sister says hello. Sherry had a small Coleman camper for sale. Quit, sister, quit licking me.
Is it a pop-up Misty
licking me.
Or is it a solid one?
Let's see. I wouldn't mind a pop-up, Janelle says. Misty, I wish y'all had said something to me. I had extra stuff with me. Oh, all that stuff was Sunday morning when we were packing up. That's when we discovered the wet stuff. It was when we were packing it up. Because we put a tarp over the tent, and I think where the tarp was touching the tent is what caused it to leak even worse. So it's my own fault. Let's see. We just got from
Janelle said, put you where you want to be and you go to the lake. Yeah.
That's it. Thanks, Flat Rock. I enjoy tent camping, but breakdown and setup sure is nice in a camper. Yes. That's my point exactly. I love camping in a tent, but setting up, breaking down, all that good stuff, nice in a camper. You don't even have to pack the stuff. It's already in there. I love it. Okay, sorry. I didn't know until after y'all got home. Yeah, like I said, that was Sunday. Sherry had a small Coleman camper for sale. Check ceiling rafters too. Yes, because there could have been a snake up in them rafters. JR. Oh, JR. He's on.
Cool.
That's Misty's husband. Bless his heart. That's all I got. Flat rock backs and hips starting to get bad laying on the ground. Yeah, I
Hello,
agree.
JR. I ain't got to
Time
meet
to
you
move
yet.
up
Look
to a
forward
small
it.
camper as well. Yes. We have amazing canvas tent. That's what Mr. Saturday said. Kodiak, Bowflex, no leaks at all. Sleep on cots, 10 by 10, stand up height. Very nice. That's something to look into because we are looking at getting a new tent. Put her where she wants. That's right. Marin Ingram RVs in Montgomery has nice small ones now on their website.
Misty said he's in the house and she's outside.
That's it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. Listen where you can listen.
That's right.
I tell you, the tent I did like too was the one Spencer had that he
I have not
Just-
seen his.
stood up in 2 minutes. And I'm looking over and he's done got his up. And I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah.
And it's one of those that's
Sis.
built like a hunting blind.
Stop licking.
And you just pull it out and that sucker unfolded. And I was like, now that's the way
Golden
to
girl.
go.
Yes, I'm a golden girl.
It is a pretty good
That's
sized tent. I think he sent me a link to it. So I need to go back and find that link. Well, if we're going to get back into going a lot on Bigfoot hunting, I'm going to have a camper, especially in the wintertime.
Either a camper or a camper shell.
Yeah.
With a portable potty.
Well, I'll tell you what I do. I like them.
Ooh, LED lights.
I like them. They had put on back of trucks, but
Mhm.
they're pretty expensive.
They are. I was looking at
Yeah.
some of them. I was looking at the camper shell, like house type camper shells.
Yeah.
They expensive too.
Sister, why are you worrying me to death for?
She's got the lickies going on.
Why are you getting YouTube time in? Say hello to everybody. Look that way and say hello. Look over here. There you go.
She got a lick.
I know she wants to clean me up for some reason. She smells something on me. All right, quit.
And we fixed to have
Stop.
to go out there and do them
Stop.
chickens.
Stop.
So we probably ought to
Get ready to get off
start
here.
wrapping it up for the night.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a video out Monday. I got 2 filmed.
I still got to do one on the farm all tractors.
Mm-hmm.
I might be able to get a little filming in tomorrow if I get to plant.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to plant with 140.
That'll be 3 films.
Well, you can use it one day.
That's what I'm saying. I got 3. That'll be like 3 videos that I just got to get edited and uploaded. But it's hard to do because I'm at work.
If any of you local people run across turkeys for sale, young turkeys,
Heirloom.
yeah, Aaron, let me
Turkeys.
know.
Heritage, I mean.
Yeah. I've got to get something for the old gobbler out there.
Yeah, we had to separate the gobbler out.
Yeah, him and the guineas ain't
Because
getting along.
apparently the male guineas know they're not turkeys. Yeah.
They finally
has
figured it out,
started.
didn't they?
Yes. It has started. The male guineas know they're not turkeys.
And they were whooping up on that big
they
old
were.
gobbler.
They were whooping up on him and he was letting them.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, so we got to find him some hens.
Yeah.
Well, we really probably, I hate to say it.
He's going to end up being, I hate to say, Thanksgiving dinner. Maybe not Thanksgiving, but yeah.
I hate
Because bless his heart, he is a meat bird, technically, and he is already made himself too fat.
Yeah.
He's a glutton.
Yeah.
Very much of a glutton.
kind of like those Cornish cross.
Mhm.
They just eat till they can't, where they can't even walk
Yeah.
and stuff no more. So,
Yeah.
anyway.
But yeah, I had to separate him out from the guineas today because the guineas know they're not turkeys.
Well, everybody that's
So-
still got stuff planted, I hope you should start seeing some of your stuff come up, especially this next week. I think it's perfect. Get up in the 80s a good bit here in Alabama next week.
Still have some cold temperatures at night though.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing that swing.
But I felt the ground today. The ground does not feel cold much.
Good.
So, um,
Yeah, we're
that's
gonna be
just-
doing the swinging temperatures, cold at night and hot during the day
Yeah.
again.
I mean, like peas and okra might be a little slow taking off, but corn will go. It should go ahead and sprout and go. I mean, Lord, Mr. Danny down at Deep South's already got corn. He's finna have to lay
Waist-deep.
by.
Yeah.
But now he is right on the coast.
Right.
And, he was able.
He's who Janelle needs to follow.
Yeah, because they probably close to the same.
Mhm.
Uh,
I mean, they might be a couple weeks difference between the two of them, but
yes, yeah. She is. They are. She's not too far from him actually. Well, she's still a good piece from him, but
let's see.
because he's on the eastern side of Mississippi, almost at the Alabama line. So,
Joe's gonna have half the yard on fire.
yeah, I got to burn 2 brush piles tomorrow.
Yeah, we don't even have no corn planted yet, nor sunflowers yet.
You're pyro too.
Yes, I have a pyro in me too, so. And I have burnt half the yard. Accidentally. Remember?
Huh?
I said I have burnt half the yard accidentally. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
If it hadn't been for Mr. Mark Davenport next door.
Misty says a few of her corn were coming up. That's good. And sunflower.
Let's see. Have a lot of experience with gardens, just no room now. Yep.
Well, now, Janelle, remember what we've been talking about the using the containers and stuff, like the people that feed your cows, the protein containers.
Feed tubs. Sister,
That's
quit
a good
licking.
way to grow stuff. Now, the bad
Quit.
thing, you have to give it a little more water than normal. But if you can get them filled up with some good soil, and when you come here, leave a little room. We'll send you home some rabbit manure. But that container, those containers is a good way to do stuff if you don't have a lot of room, because you can put them in a row, neat row, and at least have you some tomatoes and peppers and other stuff going. I mean, it probably wouldn't work real good for corn and stuff, but like, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, stuff
Squash.
those type of things.
You could plant watermelon in them.
Yeah, let them run.
They'll vine outside the tub.
And you probably put peas in them. I mean, you take a bunch of them to where you can get a mess of peas, but you could do all that type of stuff and do pretty good. So that's one way of looking, doing it. And a lot of people gonna think me and Rebecca's crazy, but we're fixing to plant fruit bushes up against the house, like blueberries and stuff.
Yep.
I'd rather have something growing food in front of the house, because that's what we're going to do in our front yard. It's going to actually become most of our orchard.
Mm-hmm.
And that one thing that'll help block the road noise some, and also give us a little more privacy. But why have a big old front yard with nothing in it, which I got big oak trees in it too. But what I'm saying is, I just got all this space sitting here that's not really doing nothing.
Yep.
And let it be growing food for me.
Yep.
And if you go back and look at the old timers, used to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of their front yards had apple trees in them, and plum trees and pear trees and stuff. So.
Oh, it'll definitely look good from my side of it.
Yeah. All right, I guess we need to get off here.
Using them already. Got peppers going. Have about 30 by 40 spot. Used to have one big enough to put up for a year. Okay on the rabbit poop.
Yeah, we'll send you some home.
Yep. Well, let's go ahead and call it a night, babe, because I got to go cut wings and I got to work tomorrow.
I do too.
Yeah, but I got to go in the morning.
I know. I'm just playing with you. All right, everybody, y'all. Give us a like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, and of course, comment. If If you got any questions about something homestead, and let us know. If it's something we can answer, we'll sure try to answer. If we don't, we'll try to look up the answer. Y'all remember everybody we support. Spencer Misty with Woodwalkers. The Beast Group. Southern Appalachian Sasquatch Seekers with Misty and her family. Of course, Mr. Barton Nunley, and then Chris Reinhardt. Chris ain't been on much lately. I think he's still having a little eye trouble. And I hadn't got to watch Kyle here lately much. I need to see what's going on. I ain't seen him putting out much. I don't know if it's just because I ain't seeing it, but YouTube does weird stuff sometimes too, kind of like Facebook. And of course, Hellbent Holler, and y'all go check Miss.
Watch Spencer on Sunday.
Watch Spencer on Sunday.
Yep, Woodwalkers is on Sunday.
Yeah, it's on Sundays. And y'all go check out Miss Bama BF. Check out her stuff. And if I see some of them other ones I've been watching, it's Hunter's Quest. It's about hunting, but the guy also has different people get on there and talk about stuff. So real interesting. He's out west somewhere. I think he does a lot of bear hunting.
Joe and Pat will be on Woodwalkers, I think.
Okay, good. I'm proud to hear that. That'll be good. Maybe we can get old Pat on there one day.
Yep.
And, that'd be good. I have to make sure I'm on there Sunday where I can aggravate Joe the whole time on
I'll
there.
be at work. Yeah, I'll be at
I'll
work.
have fun. But now, all kidding aside, Joe and Pat have had some good stuff. And I was glad they let me interview them that back about a month and a half ago down there at Hollins. And I've got other people to interview as I get time, as they're around. But also, a lot of times, Sister, would you please get your fetish away from me for right now? Lord have
Whip her
mercy.
over like a baby.
Lord have mercy. It's time to quit.
The dog likes to lick and lick and lick and lick and
Lord.
lick and lick and lick.
She's probably trying to get salt off of me before I sweated a little bit today.
Yep.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. I hope y'all have a good weekend. I don't know what my video will be Wednesday. I'm hoping it might be about the one the neighbor saw. If not, I'll have something
Kyle's
else.
not on much, taking it easy. Lots of family stuff, he said.
Okay.
That's what
That
Janelle
may be
said.
why. Sister, I said quit. It's time to quit. Let's see. What else was I going to say?
Mhm.
All right, y'all. Well, we love y'all. Be kind to each other and get along. And even if you got differences, get along.
Yep.
We'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.